everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying the Cardinals. So let's send you out to the Valley of the Sun as we welcome in our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you're going to look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Arizona Cardinals. Now Palmer on first down. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line. Here and brought down there. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Make it now 3 straight games for Johnson. Over 100 yards after his 113-yard performance in Week 7. And 146 rushing attempts. Workhorse.
I think there are some people that might be concerned with that volume because when you look at what David Johnson's doing, in fact, one of our colleagues said it feels like he gets the ball in every play with Arizona right now, whether it's in the run game or the pass game. But as a college football Hall of Fame coach who gently used to say all the time, you know, the ball's really not that heavy. Keep giving it to him.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. Product out on the field, and when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On second down, Palmer. Over the middle, it's Fells. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Palmer on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clay Matthews is an absolute force. Multiple Pro Bowls as an outside linebacker. He can swing inside and create the same havoc.
10 yards still left on second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Second and 10. It's Palmer again. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, You probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here comes the D swarming to the line. To Johnson again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's the offensive unit coming out onto the field in just a moment. Randall Cobb, very good at wideout.
Went to college to be a quarterback. Discovered his talents couldn't be limited to one position. He's a 1,000-yard receiver every year for his quarterback.
They'll roll him out right. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he's brought down. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darren Fells taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes this Green Bay Packer offense again. It has so much made of the slow start they've had to the year. Yards per game, points per game, both the lowest in Aaron Rodgers' tenure as a starter, yet they're 4-2.
Yeah, at one point it was a compliment to have people criticizing them because the bar was so high. Now it's something they just want to shake off and start playing to their level and get back to being that Green Bay offense. But as you said, they're 4-2. So if they're 4-2 this way, wait till they figure it out. They've got a chance to really elevate their game.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Rodgers to throw on second down. Flush to his right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 32 that time.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He's got time. Looking deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Complete to Janis. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right?
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Ty Montgomery that time, and it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal. Rodgers now on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb from 8 yards out, and the Packers are back within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to.
I think he's going to go. Michael Floyd. Touchdown, Cardinals. Michael Floyd, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Here's Rodgers to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over. They'll set up shop. At the 46-yard line. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll come out in the pistol. Palmer gives to Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. John Brown, touchdown, Cardinals. John Brown, 43 yards. And the Cardinals now.
Intentions, told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intentions. tougher, not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just under the bells are ringing.